In this video, we're going to look at Ole Miss and one of their favorite run plays, especially when they're throwing RPOs and everything's behind it. It's a staple of the old Baylor offense. Obviously, Lane Kiffin was with Kendall Briles at FAU for a year. And also, Jeff Libby is an old Baylor guy. And obviously, there's going to be a big influence there with those guys. And what this is with the zone base, we're going to show that at 20 personnel, and then we'll show that at 10 personnel. It's a really good way to throw RPOs and different things where you're blocking 4 down and the linebacker. So right there are no D linemen. They're going to be free as far as not having a guy on them. So you're not going to have that guy in your face. Really good protection scheme when you're trying to throw RPOs. Right here, they have a glance and they have the other slant right there behind them, double slants right there. And they're going to block 4 down plus the mic with the line. And the fullback here, he's got the backside linebacker. So right there, he's working there. Our rules on this are that we want to double team the A-gap player when possible, and we're going to work that to the backside linebacker. Everybody else against the forefront is going to base, hopefully get inside leverage and wash out. This fullback's going to work right there to the front side linebacker, depending on how you call it, whether you're calling it like an ISO or whether you're calling it like zone base. If it's zone base, he's going to be working to the backside linebacker. ISO would be working to the front side. But what we really talk with these fullbacks about is being an athlete, turn into a running back right here. Don't run into the back of a lineman. As you play it right here, you can see there's the double team going to backside, base right there. It might not be exactly what you're thinking it was going to be. Like that center comes off, you're going to have to slip behind him. Being an athlete, that's why we got you back there. Avoid that, turn into a running back, and then you're going to fit with your play side shoulder on that linebacker trying to kick. So really easy run right there. You're taking all 6 in the box, and you're trying to keep everybody wide as long as you can. Right here you can see there's pretty good movement here by these guys, and they get a body for a body. Everybody's having to stay wide with those RPOs, and they hit it straight downhill just like old Baylor teams would for a big play right there early in the season against Florida. Here's the same run from Ole Miss in the same game against Florida. And with this situation, 3rd and 1 or 2, and they've got a 5, possibly 6-man box right there, so they're just running this downhill. There's no RPO element to this. Looks like they're just blocking, but you can see, again, double teaming the A-gap player to the backside linebacker right there, and then that fullback's going to work to that front side. Everybody else is basing, hopefully taking inside pad, trying to work him out so they can get straight downhill, and that's what they got right there. Downhill run out of 20 personnel. Looks like they work to the wrong backer right there. Fullback comes all the way across, and the center also, they take the same backer. Must not ID this other backer, thought that he was a little deep, so they weren't worried about that against Florida. First couple plays were obviously first game of the year against Florida. Here's the last game of the year against Indiana in the bowl game. See the forefront right here, they're obviously getting a blitz here from the outside backer. Possibly should have got their eyes over there to throw that RPO, some kind of element over there to take advantage of that. But they weren't able to see that in time, but they did see this corner fire, and they were able to take advantage of it right there. But still, the rules for the run, just double team the A-gap player to the back side. He's going to fold to the front side, base. Those guys, all these guys coming in here from the outside in. The quarterback's responsible for those guys and controlling them somehow. Right here, getting a corner fire. He just paces it right there so they don't get into the safety. Put it right there on his body for an easy completion. They don't make it so easy right there because you're having to get down to make the play, but just throw it right to him right there, put it on his face, and give him a chance to make that safety miss. But again, you can see what they're doing against the forefront 6-man box, too high. Should be able to control those outside backers with the RPOs and different things like that. Another good look here from Indiana. Looks like these guys may be in 2 techniques, but either way, they're working those outside gaps. He's working there. That backer shows really quickly, does a great job seeing him, comes off on him. One thing that's really good about this fullback right here, he slides and he slows down. He lets everything develop before he goes for this backside linebacker right there. So everything develops, and he's able to fill in. He's not so close to the line that he's going to get caught up in all that trash. Does a great job right there. Then he just puts a shoulder on him, trying to be physical. And right there, again, running back, hitting it downhill. This time they're able to take care of these outside linebackers, take care of this corner that last time had blitzed. Right here, everybody stays wide, 6 on 6 in the box. Everybody gets a hat for a hat, and now the guy's hitting it downhill with a head of steam, and he's able to create a big play there for Ole Miss against Indiana. Right against Vandy, it's obviously a 7-man box, 1 high look. Can still be a big play. Again, getting a double team right there, and on this, that's really what makes the play. Great double team right there, picture perfect. Get great movement right there to the backer. Then play side shoulder on that play side linebacker, and he's getting a good kick. And now they're running that backside linebacker is not able to get through all that trash to make a play. Right there, obviously, if you're just going off of numbers, let's call it pass right here. Let's get protected because we're -1 in the box, but they end up calling it anyway. You got a hit screen over there. Looks like they're going to go slants over there to the top, and they hand that thing off and create a big play, even though they have a negative box because they got great movement right there up front. Another look here from Vandy where they're getting an extra guy in the box. They still run it. They like to run it over here at this A-gap player away from this overhang. Double to there. Base, base, base. He's pulling for the front side linebacker right there, getting downhill and creating a big play. They actually score on this play, but you can see again, hey, it's negative box. That's fine. They're getting a little bit of movement. He worked over there, so center worked straight up. There's the fullback working that gap. Pins that guy who filled the wrong gap. Now they're out running in space. And obviously when you got players like Ole Miss has, they can go to the house, and that's what they do here against Vandy. Here we're going to show a few 10 personnel looks to this same run. Right here, obviously, they're going to take 4 down and the mic. They'll read the next guys right there, so they can read those backers. They got stacked receivers. They have a key screen right there. And as you play it, you can see they're going to take 4 down, working inside out, getting a double team on the A-gap player up to the only linebacker in the box. Quarterback's eyes go right there. If he slides into the box, throw it. Right there, you're 2-on-1. And you should be able to get a positive gain right there before that safety can get there or that backer can get back out to it. So right there stays wide, hands that ball off, and you can see really good movement there on that A-gap double team and able to hit that thing for a pretty decent gain against Alabama. Right here on this look, Vandy, they're typically a 3-front team, so he should be back right there, but he's walked down, so it turns to the 4-front. Again, they want to base all these double A-gap double team to backside linebacker. They actually bust here on this play. You don't even see that linebacker. As you can see, he's getting right there, should be working there. He's working straight up there so he can get body for body, 5-on-5 in the box right there. He just gets caught up in the trash and not able to get there to make a play. And you see the RPO element they have right here. Everybody was running hitches. All right, that's one thing that the old Baylor teams did a ton of. They'd get an empty, quads, all that other stuff, just run hitches. Find the off safety or the corner or whoever it is and just take advantage of it. Throw and catch right there. So all hitches, but obviously a one high look. Everybody's pretty tight. Hand the ball off, 5-on-5 in the box. And right there, they're running for a big gain against Vandy.